Question on naturally occurring polymers here. We've got a diagram here of the naturally occurring polymer produced from glucose. So there's three of those that you need to know about. Three polymers produced from glucose that they ask you about in your exams are starch, cellulose, and glycogen. So it says here, draw a circle around the repeating unit in the polymer. So remember, a polymer is just a unit that's being repeated over and over again. You can think of it as a copy and paste of a particular unit. So you need to find within this whole diagram a section which is repeating over and over again. So you got to be very strategic with where you draw your circle. You got to make sure you're not repeating anything. So for example, let's start off here. So we've got an O joining onto a C. Let's try find another location where an O is joining onto a C, which could be the repeating unit. I would say it ends there. So from this left bracket to the right bracket, I would say if you get that molecule and copy and paste it, you would basically get this structure and you'll get this structure here as well. So you just keep copying and pasting that over and over again to get your whole molecule. So it says draw a circle. So let me turn that into a circle. And then the next part says suggest the identity of this polymer. So it's formed from glucose. And I said there's three different types that you need to know: starch, cellulose, or glycogen. So any three of those will get you the mark. So let me just write starch here. And then the final part of the question says figure 2 represents the structure of a naturally occurring polymer. If you know this familiar shape, this is actually DNA. It has the double helix structure. Give the general name for the 4 different monomers which make up the structure shown. So what monomers make up DNA? There's 4 different ones. There's 4 bases. There's an A, T, C, and G, and they are part of a nucleotide. So the nucleotides are those things that you copy and paste in a DNA polymer. The thing is, they are slightly different because they have different bases. They could have an A, C, T, or G base, but they are the repeating unit of a DNA molecule. And the answer here is nucleotides.